Hello, thank you for joining me today. I'm Amanda, founder of Inspiring Inkin. Welcome to my craft room. In today's video we're going to be using all new products from the mini catalogue 2020 and also from Celebration, so some products that you can get for free. We're going to be making this little easel stand for post-it notes, 3-inch size, to go on your desk or even put a little notepad in there. So let's turn the camera around and get crafting. So here is a close-up of the note holder or sticky note holder. It's actually an easel and it folds in on itself. You've got a lovely decorative bee here and a little pocket box on the front to hold your post-it notes. It's designed for notes that are 3 inches square, so that whether it's sticky notes or just like a notepad, that they will work. I wouldn't go much higher than that because it might topple over, but let's get crafting. So first up, let's have a look at the products. So these are the 2 catalogues that have just launched, 3rd of January 2020. Celebration, this is all free products with a purchase. And we've got a mini catalogue. Now, I'm going to be using this honeybee bundle, which is fab. There's a set of dies and stamps, which I have here. There's the other sort of detailed die, and you'll be able to see here from the image you've got the honeycomb actually cuts out the inner bits as well, so you can kind of replace them, so that's really cool. And that's the stamp set, which actually I'm not going to be using today on this particular project. I'm just going to be using the dies. Now that bundle is £38.50 if you're in the UK. If you add this lovely ribbon, which is Daffodil Delight, that will take you over the £45. Or of course you could, add some Tombow or some dimensional, something like that, to take you over the £45, and then you will be able to have this for free. And this is called the Golden Honey Speciality Designer Series paper. Now I think of all of the products in Celebration catalogue, this is the one that's going to go first because it is so cool. So it's a pack of 12 by 12 papers, and I will bring them in to show you. This is missing a bit because we're using it on the project, but can you see the gold foiling? So it's black, white and gold. So one side's got foiling on it and one side is matte. So you've got this lovely stitching and some flowers, stripes, more flowers, different size, full on blinged hives and bees, and some hexagons, a lovely sort of diamond type pattern, and more hexagons, this time in gold. And I love this paper as well. Black and white, bees and hives, and then more hexagons. So it's fab. It's a really good good freebie. If you are in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, I can send out these catalogues to you. Just send me an email, amanda@inspiringinkin.com, with all your address details and your contact details, and which catalogues you would like, and I will get them popped in the post to you. As with all of my projects, I have a template. Please don't worry if you don't catch the measurements as I'm saying them in the video. If you just scroll down, whether you're on YouTube or on my blog, you'll see all the measurements there. So let's get the cardstock sorted. So I need 2 pieces of card. This one is 6.5 by 4 1/4, and this one is 4.5 by 3. And then I need some DSP or patterned paper. And like I said, I'm using this fabulous bee paper, and these are the measurements here. So I'm going to use the brand new mini guillotine. Now this is a bonus product when you join Stampin' Up during Celebration. I would love you to join my team. You can only join my team, however, if you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands. If you look on YouTube, my last video was about joining my team and how crafting can change your life. It certainly changed mine. It was the best career decision I have ever made. And, you know, I would love to talk to you about that. But it's super cute and I'm using it all the time. So let's use it for cutting these pieces of paper. So I need it at 4 inches. So I need it at 2 1/4. So I need one that size, 2 at 1 3/4. And guillotines are great for, particularly for kind of skinny bits of paper. And I love that. Such a satisfying sound, isn't it? Another 1 3/4. And then I need a 3 1/4 piece, like that, by 1. So look, you can even do a skinny bit, and this finger guard is brilliant. Okay, right, come on, shake that out. Right, that's it. That's all of the pieces that I need. Brilliant. Okay, so I'll move that out of the way. Let's do the scoring next. Ooh. My scoreboard fell on the floor. Right, okay. So on the big piece, you've just got 2 score lines. So you're going to score it at 2 inches and at 4 inches. So that's really straightforward. And then this one, with the larger piece at the top, 4 1/2 inches at the top, you're going to score it at 1 and oh no, 1/2 inch and 4 inches, and then turn it, and 1 1/4 inches and 1 3/4 inches. Okay, so that's all the scoring, all the cutting. This is so quick, honestly, to do. So let's put the patterned paper on. Now, this is the only time that you actually need to really pay attention. So the way this goes together is the 2 2-inch pieces fold over like this. So you want patterned paper on these 2 sides, which are actually the back. And this is going to be the front. So this has patterned paper here. Okay, so I'm going to stick that on that way round. Just got bits of extra Tombow there. Let's move that there. So let's pop that down. And it just gives 1/4 inch all the way around. So then remember, these 2 pieces are on the back. And just pay attention to the way that they're going, because obviously the bees need to kind of fly. Although, you know, they can fly in all directions, I guess. So, but obviously if you are using a very specific directional paper, just make sure that you're aware which way around it's going. Whoa. Okay, so that's that. So that's going to go on there like this. So I told you it was really quick. So then I've just got to fold up this box piece, and we are going to use a pair of snips and just cut each side of this little square, because that's going to fold in. So just cut each side. And what I do, because these pieces fold in on top of one another, I will just take a tiny sliver off this. That's kind of the score lines. So you can see, look, oh, see if I can pick one up. It's just a tiny triangular piece, just it just makes the edges a little bit neater. So just do that. And then whilst the box is flat, stick your patterned paper on. So that's important. The reason it's important is it's more difficult to stick it on when it's kind of shaped. There we go. Okay, so all we're going to do is fold that piece in and fold the back in first and then the front, because that way you'll get a nice rounded edge. If you do it the other way, you'll end up with like a cut edge on the front. So put a little bit of glue on the square and fold that down. Don't worry that it's pinged up, it'll go back down again in a second. And then that one is going to go over the top there, and just to hold it just for a second and just make sure that all your edges are square. Okay, and then the same here. So a little bit on the square first, and that piece goes down, and then that one's going to go on the top. Give it a squash. Okay. So this piece is now going to go onto the front, and again it's easiest to stick it whilst it's flat. So use Tombow or double-sided tape. Snail's never going to be strong enough for this because you're actually going to put weight in it. So just make sure it's nice and even all the way around, and then just give it a good press down. Okay. And then we are going to put a little bee on the front. Now, what I've actually used is this intricate bee die, and I cut out a gold foil bee. And then what I did was I stuck it on some cardstock. Now, what I've actually done with that is I purposely made sure there wasn't any glue on the antenna or on the legs, so that I could cut it out. And if I flip it over, you can see. So there's just black there and not under the antennas. Right, so let me just, I've got to trim that a little bit more. It's just a bit too much body sticking out there. Okay, now you really need that to have that extra layer, because this is going to be the stopping mechanism to stop this pinging open like that. So you need something fairly sturdy. And then I need to find my dimensionals. Now with this I would put plenty on, so I'm going to put 1 each on the wings, and I'm going to put 1 on the body, and then actually I'm going to snip that one in half and put some more there as well. So that will definitely protect it, and actually it's going on that way. So what I'm actually going to do is use a different dimensional, and I'm going to put it closer to the top because that's where the weight's going to be. Ah, yeah. Right, there you go. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. Let's move that out of the way. And then we're going to put that in the middle. And then this is how it's going to stand. Now, let me find my post-it notes. So, these are sticky notes. It's designed for 3-inch sticky notes. But if you're going to put this beside the phone, perhaps you just want to use a notepad, just get a 3-inch notepad. And it will just pop in there like that. Now I'm hoping that me kind of turning it around, you'll be able to see. Let me just move some of the rubbish out of the way. And if I tilt it on one side, you can see it's like a little easel, but it holds the weight beautifully. It's really decorative, and actually it's nice to have pretty things on your desk. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video making this bee-themed sticky note holder. All of the products that you've seen today are available in my online store. If you scroll down, whether you're on YouTube or on my blog, you will be able to find links to all of the products. Please do subscribe to both my blog, which is www.inspiringinkin.com, and to YouTube. That way you will always be the first to know when I have some more creative ideas for you. I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.